Thank you, Louis, and I appreciate the Freedom Caucus arranging this event today. Chairman Biggs, thank you for that. I consider it my duty to be here in Washington alongside many of my fellow veterans to demand accountability from this administration and our top brass amid the stunning crisis in American executive branch leadership that the world has just witnessed. Though U.S. CENTCOM announced yesterday afternoon that the last United States aircraft had departed Kabul International Airport, and the headlines tried to declare America's longest war officially over, we'd be naive to buy into that narrative. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still at war. We did not eliminate the threat. No, oh no, Joe Biden's failed withdrawal exacerbated it. Al-Qaeda, ISIS, the Taliban, the Haqqani network now have a safe haven where they can regroup, increase in strength, and plan their next evil attack. The truth is, we were fighting this war on terror before 9/11. If y'all remember back to 1993 to the Twin Tower bombings, and we will have to continue to fight this war on terror going forward. We as a nation have enjoyed 20 years of safety and security since 9/11 because of the ability of our military and intelligence agencies to take the fight to the enemy on foreign soil, so that we have not had to weather the storms of more terrorist attack here at home. And they've done a great job. Our veterans deserve tremendous praise and tremendous honor for the sacrifices of the last 20 years keeping America safe. But the war has not ended. It just entered a new chapter. No longer will that be the case, since we withdrew without eliminating the threat and left behind approximately $80 billion in advanced weapons and equipment that is now in the possession of the Taliban. President Biden and the entire administration kept parroting the phrase, telling America, we will get every American out who wants out. And we could have done that. We could have done that. We had the military will to do it. The administration did not have the will. The administration lied to the American people, and we will now have dire consequences for those actions. How many are left, Mr. President? The estimates are anywhere from a few hundred to a few thousand American citizens and their families. I fear we are on the brink of another Tehran hostage crisis, but on a much more massive scale. Think about that. President Biden and his advisors should have seen the rapid fall of Afghanistan coming, as the intelligence assessments provided were indeed accurate. This was not an intelligence community failure. This was a failure of leadership. If the administration could not understand the dire situation, then they were incompetent for the job from the very beginning. But it appears that they chose to ignore the intelligence and maintain an inflexible course of action, so they are culpable and directly responsible for this humiliating and deadly retreat. Our top leadership has failed us. They failed our citizens, who they knowingly and willingly left behind enemy lines, and they failed our allies. They failed the whole of America. And so Secretary of State Blinken, Secretary of Defense Lloyd, and Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff Milley should all resign. And I am calling for their resignation again. I called for that last week, but at the end of the day, the buck stops with President Biden. And so he should resign too for this abysmal failure of leadership. The Washington Times just ran a story that approximately 90 retired military senior officers, 90 of them, agreed and said the top military brass was negligent in performing their duties. As a retired senior military officer myself, that is exactly my point of view. My final message to all watching is this: Mr. Biden, give us the plan to bring all Americans home safely. We are America. We don't leave our people behind. Do not let the White House pull the wool over your eyes and feed you their false narrative that the war on terror is over and everyone who wanted to get out got out. That is a lie. Mr. Biden, we demand your plan, and we won't stop until we get it. We are America. We don't leave our people behind. And with that,